So regarding the financial impact of COVID on Korea Delta, you've referenced that a couple of times, and there was also an article, maybe a couple of articles about it. But do you and does Korea Delta have a plan to assist with the financial recovery of the district?
Yeah, we're working on that plan right now. In fact, again, just before I came over here, our whole executive team, all our vice presidents, met for an hour and a half. It was our normal weekly meeting, but we devoted the good part of the latter half of it to talking about next year's budget. Our fiscal year starts on July 1, runs July 1 to June 30, so we're just less than a month away from starting the new fiscal year. We're going to be meeting with our board in a couple special sessions over the next few weeks, leading up to when we'll present that budget to them at their June meeting to hopefully approve the budget for next year. Probably the most difficult budget experience I've ever had in my career here. Just there's always uncertainty, about the future. Going into the budget, we never know what Medicare or Medi-Cal or what we might experience. The federal fiscal year doesn't start till October 1, so here we're starting our year before we even know what the federal government's going to do with reimbursement rates. So there's always that uncertainty. But now, not knowing for certain, what is our census going to be like? What are surgical volumes going to be like? And so we're going through and doing a lot of what-if scenarios. Unfortunately, we're looking at some hard decisions that might have to be made to affect that recovery you're kind of talking about. Great to see surgical volumes and others coming back, but is this a year that we can't implement a pay raise, that we have to freeze wage rates? Do we freeze hiring? Do we look at services that are subsidized right now, but they're an important part of our continuum, that a lot of hospitals are kind of rethinking? Maybe that's not a service we can offer anymore because we just don't have the financial wherewithal to support something like that. So the plan is under development right now. It's not an easy plan, and will be greatly impacted by the amount of revenue, the stimulus funds that come from the federal and state government. We haven't received any stimulus money since that early distribution back in March or early April. So we're kind of hanging out there on our own. We hear a lot of activity about having more funding flow to hospitals, but again, that will have a big impact on what that plan looks like.
Right. Okay, thank you.